and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne Berry, and I am an artist out of San Francisco, California. And I'm here today because I finally, actually the shipping came really quickly, but it also came with a hefty tariff bill. So this was my first time ordering from one of my favorite makers out of Latvia, Deep Light. I guess Jackson's has the ability to adjust their prices or whatever they do so that you're not having to pay the extra for the tariffs. But this one came to my front door with the requirement that I pay up. I didn't have the ability because they only would take either a check. That's it, a check. They wouldn't take a credit card or cash. I had to go online and do it. And then it was actually cheaper because I was considered a prepay. So he came today with my package. So I get to open it up and we get to see what I got together. I do know what I got, but you probably know what it is. It's one of their newer palettes. Now these X-Acto knives scare the living daylights out of me. I just recently got this little kit on Amazon, Precision Craft Knife Kit. And it's interesting because it's hard to get out of the thing and I'm afraid I'm gonna slice myself. Let's see, let me try. I don't want to slice myself on at all, especially not in front of everybody. Okay, there we go. A lot of different blades. I really didn't need the whole kit. What I did get this one for was because it was reasonably priced and it came in a case. And I don't like having sharp things like this just hanging around without a case. Could reach over and slice myself or somebody else could. So safety first. All right, so let me open these up. And after I swatch these, I'm thinking, I also got two of the, I love these little etcher sketchbooks, the portrait format. I had one in cold press. The paper is absolutely excellent. And this is the one sketchbook that I actually almost finished. I think I have one sheet left in it, if that. And what I might do is do a quick, because I think I finished all of it except for this last page. So I think I can go through it with you. There's some things that are not very interesting or very good. But again, this is a sketchbook practice. But I love this because the paper is really good. For etcher, it's not that expensive. And it's a bite size, so I work in this pretty often. So it's not intimidating. It's not a big sheet of paper that I have to fill. I don't know. So sometimes that can happen to me, especially now. I'm pretty much doing mostly sketchbook practice. I haven't produced anything for sale in a while because I have a very demanding day job. And so, okay, so, I don't know, this is interesting. Let's see, how does this go without it? Okay, press down. Okay, why isn't it? All right, watch me struggle. There we go. Okay. And I put that away for no reason because I'm not done opening this up. All right. Here we go. This one's easier to get out. They really do a good job packing these. It's like breaking into Fort Knox. Let's see. Okay, there we go. know you're not supposed to cut cords yourself. I'm better with scissors. All right, this is going to take me some getting used to. Let's just rip it open. There we go. All right. Box is over to the side. And the signature goodies from Deep Deep Light. Oh my. Oh, nice. I got more dot cards. Okay, I'll look at those. I could probably swatch them. All right. And I asked for the 15 size palette. I know there's not 15 colors in this set. This is the velvet set. And let's see. And they gave me an extra. They were so nice. They added the iris for free. I had asked about it because I saw, I think it was Lily Moon. She swatched these and I really love them. And I also think Natasha Newton might have. But one of them swatched also the iris, and I was looking for it online when I was ordering this palette and it wasn't available. So it's something, I guess, that they just add separately to maybe their good customers. I don't know. I'm a good customer. Yeah, so let's see. These, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read these out. And I think I might have to mark them. This is Iris. Iris looks like a gray of some kind. And get a Sharpie. Iris. Milky Way. Oh, it wasn't so bad. You know, it was worth it to me to be able to get these paints. I've been so sad that I haven't been able to order some of my favorite handmade makers from Europe. So I just threw caution to the wind and said, why not? Milky Way. And oh, Velvet, which is what this set is named after. Velvet, Strawberry Moon. This color reminds me of, I ordered some colors from Deshali, beautiful handmade watercolors out of Germany, I believe. Yeah. And this reminded me of their strawberry yogurt color. I might compare the two. Strawberry moon. Let's just do SB moon so it will fit. And this one is Venus. There's something very magical about Deep Deep Light watercolors. They just have a soul to them that is just beautiful. And they granulate and it's, I don't know. I have a lot of, I actually can't pick favorites because I like so many different colors and so many different brands, but this one speaks to my soul. Venus. And the last one here is Eternity. So this weekend, I had a long weekend. So luckily, I have been able to film 3 days in a row. I don't know, I probably won't keep this pace up at all, but it worked out. Eternity. All right. And we'll go ahead and use my, I'm not going to use these sketchbooks. I will use this one. Again, I've shown this one a few times. The quality of the paper, the feel, and the way that the paints look on it's very nice. It's very thin though, so it's not really good for like anything that you're going to produce to sell. It's just a good sketchbook with nice paper. And let's see, what order do I want to put these in? Do Venus, Strawberry Moon, Eternity, Velvet. No, well, why not? Velvet, Milky Way, and Iris. Okay, I'm going to move these over here so that I don't cut off my swatching. And I like to glue these in my art journal. I don't always remember to do it, but I like to do it when I remember. Okay. So to start, I'm going to do Venus. Oh, actually, let me drip a little bit of water on these to wake them up. Wakey, wakey. Oh, I'm reading a book called Wayward, and I'm enjoying it. It's been taking me a while because I get distracted because I like doing other things. I love reading. Actually, the best thing for me to do when I'm reading is just to put my phone in another room. That's really the gist of it here. I get very distracted scrolling and then buying things online I really shouldn't buy. It's just terrible. It's kind of awful. I just realized I need to break that habit pretty quick here. Okay, so on to the swatching. We're going to do Venus, I think I might have gotten this set partially because I love this color. I know it might seem weird, but it's very, it's kind of a, almost like raw sienna, but like I don't know how to explain it. An earthy raw sienna, if that's possible, or mustardy raw sienna. No, I don't know. I like it. Okay, and let me do some water tests. I started doing these with my swatches and I really like it. I drop some paint in and see. Okay. So I filmed the whole video and I swatched everything and oh gosh. Then I started on my little sketchbook tour and then realized that it had stopped recording because all the storage on my phone is full. I've been struggling with this issue since I started filming. I do delete everything. I just don't know. I'm going to have to buy a new phone, hopefully tomorrow. Or, I don't know, maybe they'll have a good deal for the weekend, the holiday weekend. But anyway, let me go ahead. I think it cut off right where I was swatching Venus. I will swatch Venus again. So bear with me. I really do want to swatch all of these for you. And so this is Venus. Oh, and this paper, I'm doing it on different paper. I don't know if I'm going to like this paper as much as I like the other one, but the other one is in a spiral book and the paint's still wet, so I'll show you those swatches at the end because they turned out really nice. So this is Venus. This is not as absorbent as the other paper. I'm struggling here. Oh well, it will have to do. Okay. And now a little water test. I love watching this. This makes me happy. All right, so this is Venus. No, yeah, it's Venus. The next one is Strawberry Moon. This paper, things are just sitting on top. It's not doing what I want. Okay, I'll do one more on here. I'm going to switch papers actually in a minute here to a better paper. Okay, so I am switching to a different paper. Paper is one of the most important things in watercolor. I would say almost more important. I don't know if it's more important than the paint, but seriously, it makes a big difference. So this little square cotton cold pressed paper from Case for Making, it's really good paper. I like it. It's great for a lot of things. I've been using it for swatching. All right, I'm gonna go on to, here, let me do these again real quick. Just a small bit here. Yeah, the texture of this paper I like more. I like the way it's behaving with the paint. So these two are going to be smaller than the other ones since I already just did them. Venus. You're going to see now, that means you've seen me swatch Venus 3 times in this one video. Some water here. Strawberry Moon. And now on to Eternity. Let me double check and make sure it's still recording. Yeah, that was a shock. This is so pretty. This is a beautiful, beautiful green. Just amazing. Look at that. Just something else. This would be so nice in forests and trees, and it's just gorgeous. These deep, deep light paints are so beautiful, and there's so much heart and soul in this product, and that comes because the ladies who own Deep Deep Light and create the colors, and they're just such a nice personal touch. They really care about the the planet and Earth, and they're just a lovely, lovely group of people, and I'm so happy that I found them. And now we're going to do Milky Way. Look at that, so beautiful. I love this. This is Eternity. And Milky Way. Oops, they're gonna run together. Oh no. It's okay. This is like a caput mortuum. Let's see, since I don't have a lot of room, I'm gonna do the water test underneath it. Put a little bit too much water in. Water here. Yeah, when you put the paint in, it just pushes the water. It's just gorgeous. Ugh, lovely. Milky Way. Okay. Velvet. I'll do velvet on here, and then I'll go back to the other paper to do iris, because I don't think you can actually purchase iris, at least at this point. It's kind of a freebie they added to my order, which was very, very nice of them. I did want it. I asked about it. I'm like, oh, I saw Lily Moon and Natasha Newton, and I know that one of them had iris at least. I don't know if both of them did, but it was interesting to me and I wanted it, and it wasn't to be found, so I messaged them on Instagram, and they, great customer service, personal touch. They answered me right away, and they added it to my order, so it was very nice. Okay, and this one, just do some water. The water test here. Okay, let me drop a little water into this. Boop. Okay. I'll drop some water into this one. See what happens. All right. So this is velvet. There is my swatching. And we'll put this to the side to dry. And I'll go back to this, oops, there we go. Let's see. Q-tips, multiple uses. All right, iris. Yeah, this is not absorbent. I think you just have to push the paint in. It's like, I was trying to try out different, more affordable, cheaper brands of paper so that I could do my swatching on without using my better paper because, yeah, makes sense to me not to use your best paper for this exercise, but so, but there's a reason it's less expensive, I guess. All right, let me do the water testing on this one. This one is like a, it's like a umber. Brownish umber. Grayish brownish umber. Okay. Let's see. I can show you from the swatching I did before that got cut off. Oh, wow. This Milky Way. Oh my gosh, there's almost like some iridescence in this. Wow, surprising. So pretty. Wow. Here's the iris. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a lot of dimension. Yeah. Man, these are so nice. Okay. And as a little bonus, I will go through my little etcher sketchbook. This one's with cold press paper that I all but one page finished. A lot of the things in here it's just not great, but just my sketchbook. So I am laying my soul bare to you guys to allow for, to show that this is not perfect art. This is my practice to do some painting of some kind every day. And even if it's just lay some swatching on a piece of paper, it's just staying connected. It's almost a spiritual practice for me now. So this was all done in Payne's Gray, this one. And I started this book in May 2025. So, and I do skip around to lots of different sketchbooks. So, but this one I was able to get through. The other ones I won't get through this year. There, okay. And this is a swatching of a Gallo. Beautiful paints, handmade from Italy. Wow, I just love this ruby red. It's just gorgeous. And this burnt sienna. Oh, this rose madder's very nice. They're all nice. Yep, beautiful colors. Okay, this one I was impatient, obviously. Painted, I guess, and I must have closed the book. Or something happened because it moved on to this page. So, and then there's these trees. I really like that. I'm going to do more like this. Lay some random colors down in the background and they do some pen and ink on top. There's some indigo in here. What is this color? I don't know, but I like it. Some scratches. some gel. This is kind of my, you know, starting to do mixed media. So this is considered mixed media because it's not just watercolor. This is a poppin, a bird. This one I saw, okay, so I was sitting at my desk at work, and the screensaver, I have two beautiful screens in front of me, and the screensaver this day was this gorgeous poppin bird in the Arctic somewhere. And I decided to sit and sketch it. So that's what I did. I took a little bit of a respite break and sketched this and painted this bird. And I love doing pebbles and stones, and here's some stacking pebbles. More stacking pebbles. Yeah, look at the colors. Oh my goodness. So nice. And very, not, this was not good. This is Deep Deep Light swatching over here. This is Deep Deep Light. This is Old Holland, Holbein. So I must have just decided to swatch a bunch of colors. Maybe I received them that day. I don't remember why I have so many different ones in here. Amarillo Fuego from SA, which I can't buy from them anymore. I've been excommunicated from the land of SA, and therefore I don't know. All right, and here is Orange Iron Oxide. I like that. This Rose Gallo. So here's a mix of Daniel Smith, Deep Deep Light, Rosa Gallery. I must have received a variety of colors that day in the mail. And that's probably why I swatched all of these. Because they're not like, it's not like a favorites list. These are, yeah, so this must have been something that I received in an art hall and decided to swatch. Yeah, here's some more. Oh, this Crenactone chestnut's nice. And this poor pheasant, he looks terrible. I want to fix him up. I got to do something. He looks so sad and so mad. He needs a highlight here and there. Let's give him a little bit of something here. If this pen will work. And a little light. I'm sure I could fix this if I worked on it more, but oh, why am I doing this? All right, there's Mr. Pheasant. And here's a little botanical, what did I do? I must have been looking at something and decided just to draw this. And here's a rising sunflower, rising from the ocean. And these are the colors I used in this painting, which I really love this. This was SA Salmon. Their salmon is just gorgeous. And then this is Michael Harding Alizarin Claret, SA Dirty Yellow, and SA Naples Yellow to create this popsicle that turned out really well. I think. I like it. And here's another one I did, a blue popsicle using Michael Harding colors, a Gallo, Infuocato, and some SA colors. Well, if you're in Europe, you can order from SA. If you're in the United States, no. I don't know. Here we go. This is terrible, not so great. It's just some random something. A lot of this is just random and nothing great. Just wanted to paint. And so I don't like the way this one turned out, this cupcake, but I do like the way this one turned out. This one turned out pretty good. This one was in Wayne Thiebaud style. Yep. And some spooky ghosts in a spooky forest. Mostly monochrome. Yesterday I realized I was saying monotone. It's monochrome. It's not monotone. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I just don't even know how to talk. I was watching that back, the video, and I'm like, I kept saying monotone instead of monochrome. Anyway, this one does have a few different colors though. But, and some acorns, some Halloween stuff. This one I got from, got the idea from a perfume sample. I don't even know if I like the perfume. Let me try it. Ew, it's awful. I like the artwork, but the perfume smells terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, and here's a blackbird, cute blackbird. This is all done in Payne's Gray. One Payne's Gray. I don't think I switched brands or anything. Another one with a Payne's Gray. And a little bit of bleed-proof white, I believe. Payne's Gray. I like that. Turned out pretty cool. Yeah, I do like that. Some seaweed and what is this? What would this be considered? Is this? That's not seaweed. That's algae. Some algae and a fish. And I know I did this because I got the color algae in one of my Case for Making palettes, and I wanted to test it out. I think I used some pencil in this too. Monochrome. This is, what was this done with? What color? Oh, I know. I did this one with, I think, a combination of Deep Lights. Yeah, two Deep Lights colors. One was, let me pull it out. It is gray ochre was underneath mostly, and then I used asphalt. So this is a combination of gray ochre and asphalt from Deep Light. As you can see, I really don't have enough paint. These are all my Deep Light colors, plus now these. So, and I think I have another small palette with some Deep Light in them. I ordered extras just because when I heard that we were going to have these tariffs, I kind of panic bought and wanted to make sure I didn't run out. And here is another one with just a little forest. Trying to practice how to do a fox. I haven't figured it out yet. I got to practice making a fox because I love foxes. I have a last page here. Maybe I'll do something with that. If I had an imagination, I would whip something up right now, but I don't, and I don't want to waste this last page with something. So I'm going to try and make my last page be a nice page. So this is my little sketchbook tour. Not the best work in this one, because this one was my little one that I was just kind of like on the daily. It would sit here on the table and I could just play around. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that it is with a smile on your face. Bye-bye now. Okay, I'm actually going to do a quick sketch on this paper of some mushrooms with this palette. So I decided that these are too beautiful to not do something with right away. So let's see what I've got here. And this is Venus. And let's use a little of this iris here. So this is the paper that doesn't soak up the water very well, so it just kind of sits on top. But eventually it's okay. And let's see what I'm going to do for the underside of this mushroom. Let me get, what have I done before? Mushrooms. Darker. Let's see. Do a little bit of velvet on the underside. It's kind of wet. I should wait. I'm being impatient. So this is an example of what not to do when working with watercolor, which is rushing. Let's put a little eternity into this. A little stick somewhere back in here that I'm going to use to do something with. Well, this is not a great mushroom, but you get the idea. Let's see, I will do a tree. And let me mix in a little, let's try a little Milky Way in that tree and see what that looks like. And more eternity. Have I used all the colors? Nope, I have not. I did not use the strawberry moon yet. I will do that over here. These are blurry, so I'll have to go in and fix them later. This is what I mean by having good paper matters, and this is not good paper. Because I'm not using an excessive amount of water, but it's sitting on the top. So it's giving me, it's not soaking in, so it's not giving me what I need. Let's try some of this here. And I guess this is going to be, let me put a little bit more of the Venus in this mushroom. Oh, and the green just went right up the stalk there. Let's see what happens when this dries. A little bit of velvet. And this is a sad tree. I'm gonna go ahead and, even though we are deep into the fall, almost winter time, I live in California, so we have green trees all year round. This could be like the moon over here. That's kind of cool. The moon peeking behind the tree. Big full moon. Use a smaller brush here and do some branches. I'll make the tree's foliage a little bit bigger. I'll use a little bit of this in here. Rushed. Not letting the layers dry, but that's okay for now. Let me see. All right. I'm going to say good night. I can't leave until I fix that. These little mushrooms somehow. And let's use a little bit of this. I don't think that's making it any better. Okay. There we go. Little drawing with my palette. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye.